Welcome back to the deep dive. We grab interesting content and try to pull out the core bits for you.
Give you something to think about fast.
Exactly. So, today we're diving into a YouTube video. It's from the Connect Church Global channel.
Ah, yeah. Apostle Promise Adeyemi. The Wisdom of the Great. I saw that one.
That's the one. We're going to unpack some of his ideas, around wisdom, getting ahead, relationships, that sort of thing.
And personal growth, yeah. He covers a lot.
Our goal here is just to pull out some practical nuggets, things you might actually use or think about no matter where you're coming from.
Right. It's about his perspective on like breaking free from limitations, unlocking potential. We're sticking close to what he actually said in the video.
Okay, so let's jump in. One of the first things that really jumped out was how he talks about poverty.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't just, oh, it's tough not having money.
No, not at all. He framed it very differently.
He called it a covenant violation, which, that's strong language.
It really is. So for context, covenant usually means like a serious agreement or promise, right?
Exactly. So calling poverty a violation makes it sound like something's broken that shouldn't be. It's not just circumstance. It's fundamentally wrong, according to this view.
It definitely shifts the perspective. It's not passive acceptance. It's like a call to action, a rejection of that state.
Yeah, it implies you have a right, maybe even a responsibility to push back against it. Less, oh, well, and more, this isn't right.
So how do you do that from his perspective? It can't just be wishing, right?
Well, that leads straight into his next big point, doesn't it, about wisdom?
Yes. The role of wisdom in actually building wealth, he really hammers this home.
He does. He basically says wisdom is the principal architect, like the main thing you need.
More than just hard work, even. He contrasts those.
Right. You can work yourself to the bone, but without the smarts, the strategy, it might not stick.
And he connects this to prayer or maybe faith. He suggests, maybe prayer opens the door, gets things flowing.
Yeah, like opening heaven was the analogy, I think. But then he says wisdom is what gives you the structure here on earth to actually catch what's flowing.
That's a great way to put it. Like you need the container for the blessing, the plan, the know-how.
Otherwise, the opportunity just washes away. Makes you think, are you just asking for the rain or are you building the dam and the irrigation system too?
Good question. Okay, so moving from wealth,
Yeah.
he also talks a lot about people, relationships.
Really crucial. Not just having friends, but understanding who is what in your life.
He said something like, everyone you meet has a role to play.
Yeah, which makes you kind of pause and think, okay, what is this person's role? Mentor, helper, or something else.
Or maybe even a hindrance. That's where the Jonah analogy came in, wasn't it?
Right. The idea that sometimes someone you're holding on to, maybe out of loyalty or habit.
Could actually be the reason your ship is in a storm, the thing holding you back.
And the difficult part is recognizing that and then having the courage to metaphorically throw Jonah overboard. Let them go so you can move forward.
That's a tough one, a really challenging idea.
Definitely. And he also made that distinction between weakness and, what was it, perpetual wickedness.
Yeah. What was the difference there exactly?
Well, it seemed like weakness was, making mistakes, messing up sometimes. Everyone does that.
Okay. Normal human stuff.
Right. But perpetual wickedness sounded more like a consistent pattern of harmful behavior, like intentional negativity, maybe.
So it's about discernment, recognizing if someone just slipped up or if this is kind of who they are consistently.
Yeah, exactly. And needing to maybe react differently depending on which it is. Boundaries, maybe distance.
So thinking about our own lives, who are we keeping close? Are they building us up or are some of them maybe Jonahs?
It leads right into valuing the right relationships, doesn't it?
Yeah, managing them well, serving people, honoring them, especially the ones who really help you grow.
He used that phrase, some people are irreplaceable.
That really hits home. It makes you think about who those key people are in your own life.
And the need to actively nurture those connections, show appreciation, respect. It's not passive.
Okay, good stuff. Let's try and pull together like the main takeaways from this deep dive.
All right. First, that reframing of poverty, not just a condition, but maybe a covenant violation to be resisted, a mindset shift.
Second, wisdom being absolutely key for wealth. Not just effort, not just prayer alone, but the structure, the know-how.
Third, really understanding the roles people play around you and being willing to make tough calls, like with the Jonah idea.
And finally, just the huge importance of valuing your key relationships, serving them, honoring them, knowing some are irreplaceable.
Yeah, that covers the core of it, I think. Which leaves us with maybe a question for everyone listening.
Go for it.
Well, thinking about that Jonah idea, maybe reflect on what you might be holding on to person, habit, belief, whatever that could actually be hindering you. What place or piece might open up if you let it go.
Or, building on the wisdom point, what structures do you actually have in place for your goals, your money, your relationships? Are they solid enough to handle the success or blessings you're hoping for?
Just some food for thought. We encourage you to mull these ideas over, see how they resonate with your own path.
Definitely. Take what works, think about it. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.